before we started today, Michael walked out of his office and he's like, who's on the podcast? I was like, oh, Kinsey is. Who's Kinsey? I was like, oh, check her out. I showed him your Instagram. And he says, wait, is that the girl who ran on the soccer field?
Respect.
And I was like, how did you know that? And he's like, dude, it was like a big deal. It was a big deal.
It was like 1 billion views.
Holy, okay.
A billion.
As somebody who, like, I don't follow sports really at all.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a soccer match.
Which is surprising because you're an ex-pro athlete.
I know.
But I guess skating is a little different.
Yeah. Maybe
You watch golf?
A little bit of golf.
Okay.
A little bit of
It was
golf.
a Premier League game, right?
Champions League final.
Yeah.
That's in Europe?
Huge.
Huge. And you were like, I'm going to go out here and do this.
Do you want this on the pod or off?
I want this on.
Okay, are we on?
Yeah.
We're on.
Oh, we're already started. Wow. Okay. Okay. So back in that time,
Which was when?
2019.
Okay. And actually, before you tell the story, prior to 2019, what were you doing?
I was a professional stunt woman.
Professional stunt woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was trying to, I was acting and like young, 21, 22 in LA, and I was acting and trying to make it, and then when I started acting, they were like, well, you're so athletic, you've played every sport growing up, you should do stunts, you'll get more jobs. Like I was a gymnast, and so got my stunt license, and then was like pushing that angle because there's so many blondes that are trying to make it, you have to stand out. And then social media was kind of, TikTok wasn't out, this was still when like Instagram, at that point I had like 200K on Instagram.
Oh, so you had followers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was more like modeling. And then it was like, okay, how can I push this and like really build a name for myself and stand out? And so then I started doing stunts on the internet and kind of like, okay, how can I travel the world and do really crazy adventurous stuff that maybe a blonde woman wouldn't really do, And so climb the ladder of death, climb the pyramids of Giza. And then one day it like got brought up like, oh my gosh, you should, run across the pitch at the Champions League. And I was kind of like, I didn't really.
Were you into soccer?
No.
Oh.
At that point in time, I mean, I grew up my whole life playing soccer, but I didn't understand the magnitude of the Champions League final.
Okay.
So really, I was like, yeah, that would be so fun. Like it'll be a blast. Like it'll be such a memory forever. And then just set my mind to it, and we did it. And then I was in like a holding cell. I wouldn't say like jail, but a holding cell after for like 5-6 hours, and get out. And like in Spain, the entire like jail cell is packed with people. I can't even leave, and they're like,
half of the audience.
People are going crazy. I'm like, I couldn't even fathom. I mean, yeah, maybe I had like 400,000 on Instagram, but that day I gained 1 million followers on Instagram.
Jeez. Okay, so when you say we, a whole team had to kind of plan for this?
No, back then I didn't have a team, but I don't talk about my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair. So you're going to run across the field. You're wearing clothes?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a bikini on. It was a smaller bikini. It was a one-piece bikini, but I'm curvy, so I think just look really sexy too. So it just was a one-piece bikini, and it was definitely not a tiny one piece. It was very tiny. So yeah, we had a bikini on now.
Okay, so night of, you go from 400,000 followers to 1 million.
Yeah.
What happens after that?
Well, I gained 1 million, so 1.4 million.
Okay, so now you're at 1.4.
Yeah.
Everything changed from there?
Yeah, it changed. Everything changed so fast. Yeah, it was like, not like, but then it was like, I just felt this immense pressure of like, wow, now I have to keep this up. I can't just be that one night of fame. And so then it was like, from there, went just crazy, all in on content, anything I could do, doing stunts, traveling the world, adventuring, and then grew from, we were also doing comedy videos at that time too, but grew from 1.4 to now.
You're almost at like 4 million.
Yeah,
right?
4 million. Well, yeah, and then all the other platforms.
Oh, yeah. So just on Instagram, it's probably closer to 10 considering all of them?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so your life looks pretty fun on social media.
Yeah.
I get that social media and real life have some differences, but you're traveling, you're flying, you're playing every sport. How much of your revenue is based specifically on content? And then is there revenue that's done with, I don't know, brand deals, shows, any other type of lanes.
Yeah, the great thing about social media, and like obviously we met through real estate.
Right.
So like
That's right. And you guys are flipping homes too.
yeah.
Gosh.
So we met through real estate, and so real estate, like I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always had that mindset. So once I looked at content as a business, instead of being like, oh, this is fun and like put out videos, it was like we have structured meetings. We have, you met my assistant. We have Monday meetings with my team. We map out all content. We're posting on 6 platforms almost every single day. So it's the best thing ever. It's never ending. It's like a rat race, but it's the best thing ever because you have so many streams of income.
Right.
You can make money on TikTok from brand deals and also viewership, and then you can make money on YouTube from brand deals and viewership, Facebook from brand deals and viewership, from Instagram brand deals and viewership, Snap. We post 50 to 100 snaps a day.
Dang.
So all of these are streams of income. So maybe you have low views that day on TikTok, but Snap is pumping, and so I would say the breakdown of how I make money is viewership. So you get paid AdSense from each platform, and then you have brand deals. So I have my consistent long brand deals. I have one-off brand deals. I do a story, a post, and then you have I'm a sports broadcaster, so that's like one of my main focuses now. So I have like year contracts or long contracts where I'll go. Like next Friday, this is not a long contract, but they just asked me to come, and it was a great rate, and I was like, this would be fun. It's the big up-and-coming karate combat. Joe Rogan's involved. Like, they're trying to make karate big. And so I'll go host that. I'll get a day rate, to go broadcast, interview the athletes, and that I love. I'm really like, that will be probably the long game for me. I want to stay in sports broadcasting, but in more of a sense of like not just like Erin Andrews where she does football, but covering every event. And luckily with my platform and doing every single sport, you can do that. Like I have the US Open coming up and they want me to broadcast at the US Open. So it's kind of just interviewing fans, interacting, providing viewership for sporting events.
If you like this clip, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to watch the entire hour-long interview, the link will be in the description. And make sure you're following the Life with Mikey podcast on Spotify and Apple.